Furthermore, the creation of fun and engaging mini-games. Wait, does that mean they're gonna make it harder, aren't they? I think they're gonna make it harder. What if they make it harder and it becomes impossible to get your skills up? Hey everyone, so if you haven't done so already, you might actually want to max all your skills up in Welcome to Bloxburg. So going to skills and looking at all of these, you might want to get all of these to level 10, and there's a reason why I am making this video. Now before we continue, this is speculation, but I do think something is coming, or at least something is planned for those, because they haven't changed in quite a while. We still have two skills that we cannot get, which is crafting and programming, so I think something is coming to change the skills up. That's why you might want to max them out now that you still can. So firstly, as you know, Bloxburg has been sold to Coffee Stain Studios. Now again, don't panic about this. This is actually a good thing. They're hiring more people, so that is really great. Now there is an application form here for a senior programmer, so that's usually someone who knows the ins and outs of the programming language that Bloxburg runs on, which is probably Lua, but I don't know. Lua isn't industry standard. It's probably JavaScript or something like that. Now anyways, in the application form there is a little sentence that says this means we will be creating furniture, house building parts, vehicles, picnic areas, etc, etc. And then it goes to and engaging mini games. Now mini games are things like cooking or working or maybe the elf hunt. Those are all mini games. And that got me thinking that maybe they will be working on the skills, because cooking has changed in the last few years. I don't exactly remember when it was changed. But cooking used to be really easy. All you had to do was stake out ingredients. Let's say one of the hardest meals, for example, the lobster, you didn't even have to cut it. You just put it on the stove and it was done. Now you have to go through an entire process of pressing buttons, and it's a lot harder to get to level 10 because you level up a lot slower when you are cooking now, because all of these little steps that you have to take. Now, back in the olden days, I'm so old, but anyways, back in the old days, you used to be able to just cook it, it was done, and you got your skill points. Now you need to do an entire boiling thing, you need to prepare it, you need to garnish it, basically for every type of food, which makes it a lot harder to actually get your skill levels up. Now I'm just about gonna finish this lobster, and then again you need to garnish. Also, food didn't need to cook for that long. You basically put it in the oven, 5 seconds later it was done, and you could get it out and it was done, and you got your skill points. Now it's a lot harder to do that. Now when it comes to the other skills in game, so there's intelligence, athletic, cooking, gaming, gardening, writing, painting, music. Cooking we've already gone over. Now for the other skills, they haven't really gotten an update, so I suggest before they update, you get them. I thought I had like a little mood station here or a little workstation here, but I clearly removed that. Now, to get your skills up, first of all, I'm gonna make a little station to work and put my skills up, because it's really cumbersome to do, and a lot of people have given up on raising their skills because it's so boring. Now, you want to look at quality for this, or reliability, because that is one important factor of getting your skills up. You want to get the best of everything. So this is kind of what my workstation looked like. So the most expensive piano, the most expensive training tool, the most expensive computer, books don't really matter, and then I had some gardening plots here as well. So anyways, what I did to speed things up, first of all, I planted the most expensive tree that I could plant, or the tree that would take the longest to plant. So I did the large organic tree or the Nubish hedge sculpture, but usually the large organic tree, I think that took the longest, but depending on your level, you will have different things, but don't grow things that are finished in 2 minutes. And basically fill up these entire rows. I think I had 40 dirt piles, and all of them were filled with the most expensive tree or plant that I could place. That took the longest. You can see how long it will take, because add fertilizer is actually the amount of minutes it will take to grow it. So this one takes about 3 hours to fully grow. Now, depending on the skill you want to get up, so play is gaming. So if you want to play a game, you get your gaming skill up. Writing a book gets your writing skill up. So let's say writing a book, and then you grab a book and you read that, and that gets your intelligence up. So at the same time, you get your intelligence up and you get your writing or gaming skill up as well. You can do those at the same time. Meanwhile, you wait for your plants to be fully grown. If they are fully grown, you will get some level points for gardening. You won't get level points if you remove them before they are fully grown, so you definitely want to wait with that. The reason you will know once they're fully grown is because if they're finished, I'm gonna spend some money here. If they're finished, you can click on them. It's still not finished, even though I paid for it. And then same thing over here for your fitness skill or your, what is it called here? Athletic skill. Just want to like walk so your moods decrease slower. Because if you run, your moods will go down really, really fast and your skills won't go up as fast. For music, just use the most expensive piano, play whatever you want to play, turn down the volume maybe. And then for painting, you want to get this painting stand, this easel right here. Press paint on that and just sit there AFK. So it's really boring to do. It takes a long time. For me, I was about level 4 on every skill except for cooking because I maxed out cooking before. And it took me about 3 days of 8 hours sitting AFK. So it took a while. I think you can do it over 2 weekends, but then you'll have to find something else to do. Maybe watch YouTube, watch a series, watch a movie while you're doing that. It's really boring to do. Now, coming back to the gardening. So once you planted all of this, once it's fully grown, you can actually click it and sell it. Once you get a sell button for it, you will have gotten level points for your gardening skill, and that will count towards your leveling up. So once there's a sell button right here, you can sell it and you already gotten your level points. Now, usually wait till all of my trees are fully grown and then I go in build mode and just end up deleting that. Because if you sell them out of build mode, it takes a while to sell each of them. And if you just go in build mode and sell them separately, then it goes a lot faster. But anyways, it takes a very, very long time to get your skills up. It's very boring, but I would do it now if I were you before they add something like the cooking update where it takes a lot longer to actually get your skills up. And it's even more cumbersome to do. So get your skills up while you can, I guess. And find some free time to sit AFK in Bloxburg. Also, this is a hot take, but I know since this is very boring to do and you kind of just sit there AFK waiting for your skills to go up, there's nothing much you can do. You can't play another game on Roblox since you're already in Bloxburg. It's very tempting to actually go and look up an auto clicker, maybe a program that makes sure that you stay in game, because if you are AFK and you don't move your mouse or you don't do anything in the game for 20 minutes, most people know that you will get kicked for being AFK away from keyboard. And it's very, very tempting after a while because it does get boring. I'm telling you this now, it does get really, really boring to get your skills up. And it does get tempting to look up a program that makes you stay in game. An auto clicker, maybe a program that automatically presses a button on your keyboard. However, I've seen people get banned for this. I've seen people get banned for using an auto clicker. I've seen people get banned for using another program, even programs that make them work and stuff like that. There are people that sell those programs, but that doesn't mean because you pay money for it that it's safe. Whether it is a free program, I've seen some programs go for $300. No matter how much you pay for one of those programs or whatever a friend is telling you to get because it worked for them, don't fall for that trap, because in the end, if the system recognizes you doing something that isn't meant to happen in Bloxburg or is out of the ordinary, you can get banned for that. And I know it's very sad, but I also understand why you would get banned for that, because some people really abuse those programs to get more money or to just exploit the game basically, and that's why you can get banned for using those programs. So I would suggest just do something else. For me, I was either watching a series, I was vacuuming my room, something like that, and I went back. I set alarms every 15 minutes to go back and just click something open or move my mouse a little bit so that I wouldn't lose connection. But I wouldn't recommend actually using a program that lets you stay in game, even though it's tempting, especially when you're about to leave the house for a few hours, to just get an auto clicker and make it so that you stay in the game. However, I wouldn't do that, to be honest. But anyways, that was the video for today, guys. I hope it helped you. Let me know in the comments if you've maxed out your skills already or if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe.